Ken Carson. Everything you got. You just say he wants niggas. I heard this song was fire. My body, my body. Shorty said she not a prostitute, but what we did. Monoganutan I pour and Tress. What I'ma do with this money on me, nigga? What I'ma do with this 100 on me, nigga? What that they like Saint on my bike, on that bike. Anyway, anyway. Reason A. What I'ma do with this money on your head? What you gonna do with them? I told him, baby, to rewind on it. He was riding that bike. Oh, you're gonna win. Stacking content, stacking chip. Saw you on a different ship. Left me hurting in the pouring rain. Now the watch is getting, stack is getting thicker. The watch is moving quicker. Mm. Mm. What the fuck? Casey Neistat dropped a vlog. Yeah, but you still gonna let your friend go.
2 minutes will give you the world.
The heat dome is indeed upon us.
With the dangerously high temperatures.
Some dangerous heat levels.
Hottest temperatures really in 14 years. This
I
is
think
dangerous heat.
Gonna fry. I just, that's her He up in therm? Casey, brother.
How hot does a surface need to be to cook an egg on it?
Around 150 to 160 degrees Fahrenheit.
This isn't just a street. There are these metal plates on the street and there's steam coming up. So this might be the hottest street in all of New York City.
You should have put some oil down.
Sorry, it's making lunch.
You should have put some butter down.
Find me here.
The watch is moving quicker. Oh. He's been dropping videos. Oh. He's been dropping videos for the past 15 years. What? When was bro's last break? Hey, there ain't 10 days in a year, buddy. How often does he drop? Divorce Beach, what?
Everyone's wondering how am I going to get my kids back, and I'm here to tell you guys exactly how that's going to happen. The way that things have been going on online and everyone knowing everything that's happening, there is going to be no more of that. Everything is handled behind the scenes using lawyers. It's now come to my attention that this was my idea and not the other party. So I don't know what is going on the internet, but I want you guys to remember that I've always tried to get my kids and do right by them without going to court. I've always stressed the fact that I didn't want to go through the courts. There was a reason why I was doing that. They don't really know us personally, so they can't really have anyone's side. Since we already understand that, do we have to use them? No. You use the courts when you need to use the courts, when there's no other way. Clearly now, the other party is saying that they wish that we used other routes and other alternatives, but instead, we're using the routes that we've used because of what has been said online. But I'm not trying to go back and backtrack on anything that I've said. I'm trying to let you guys know from the beginnings how this happened. The old way that I used to blog is dead. It's not working anymore. You guys are concerned about my views. You guys are concerned about my kids. You guys are concerned about my personal life.
we?
So I feel like maybe I'll twinkle a little bit of that here and there in, but I'm gonna show you a better way to do that versus what I've been giving you guys. So in the comments right now, I want you to do one thing. It's not comment about the video. Comment if you're noticing how different this content is and if you actually appreciate it. Because if you want me to stop and you want me to go back to just putting out raw footage, unedited, where you guys get everything, even my address, then let me know and I will do that. And for those of you wondering, where the heck is D-Lo? D-Lo is actually missing. We don't know where D-Lo is. Actually, that was
Is that a kid?
D-Lo is right here. We kidnapped D-Lo and we put him in our sweatshop. He's tired of working hard and now he's decided to quit. I'm just
Dang.
playing. That was all a joke. But D-Lo's here. He's chilling. He's watching my boy get killed on Call of Duty. He got Dookie though. I haven't saw them since December. Their birthday was February 16th.
Left me turning in the pouring rain. Yo, can they put my boy LGZ on?
They seeing the sauce and they spilling it, you know what I mean? Shout out my boy Tiger, like shit, I just met Tiger, super cool nigga. Like bro is hella cool, like super humble. Swiping cards and stacking chips. I saw you sinking chips. Left me pending in the pouring rain. Now I bought a heavy diamond chain. My pocket's getting thicker. The watch is getting quicker. Money talk is much louder now. Can't speak through the night. Can't speak through the night.
The other one was a
Still see
little
your face on
better.
the glass. Why do you call when you're short on cash? You know?
Why do you call when you're short on cash?
I'm losing my mind tonight.
Yeah, bro, you can sing.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for making the time, bro.
Well,
Appreciate it. Good to see you, man.
Guy, man. I'm happy to be here, man, you know?
How many texts do you think you get per day?
Before the song, maybe like 8.
What do you think it is now?
So I wake up, I look at my
6,
shit, it's
7.
say 11,000, 12,000 fucking notifications.
Nigga, these are
on
notifications,
TikTok,
not
Instagram,
text.
same thing, text messages, a bunch, thousands of them. I'm a super easygoing person, so like getting used to this is gonna take some getting used to, I ain't gonna lie.
For context, this is Phoenix Flexin,
My name is Phoenix Flexing.
a 29-year-old.
I'm always flexing. Still your perfume lingers. Oh no, this was Say Cheese. That's a bad look.
So wait, let me ask you this. Is this true? And you said it, so I'm gonna ask you, is this true that Rockstar really asked you Solo, Melee, to not go out publicly, not do meet and greets, not to stay, low key? Is that true?
Yeah, because
Wow.
I would have been out there doing it. I think at the time, really, it was like a situation where they thought maybe it wouldn't be good for the brand. You know what I mean? And when you're dealing with people like that, I'm a good soldier, man. I'm a loyal dude. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to certain things, if a company that I was working.
Hold on.
Obviously, looking at me, you can kind of tell, like, I'm black. What? Can you get a job while obviously
Why is she
lying?
confused?
Today, I'm going to be doing 6 different tests to see how much you can get by lying.
And to start,
I'm
we're
white.
going to be asking strangers to give me money for obviously fake reasons. Would you guys maybe have like an extra $1? I run like an underground black market. I run like a UFC hiring site. I'm trying to go and like buy some cocaine.
No. Sorry, we don't.
Okay.
No, I don't have cash.
That nigga was not lying.
I don't carry cash.
We could take your card.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
My Bugatti broke down. I was wondering if you guys had an extra $1 or 2 to spare for me getting an Uber.
Bugatti broke
Yeah. Oh, dude,
He
pulled up the
pump
wallet.
big.
Give him some
He pump big
like
wallet.
sad reason. Unfortunately, like one of my dogs broke his leg. This is him, so we're trying to raise money.
Oh my, okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you so much. A taxi? Oh, thank you, man. We're trying to get $1 or 2 if you guys had literally anything to spare.
I got $1.
Thank you so much. I cannot believe
What a kind
that just worked. We've been actually lying to people to get some money. Obviously, lying is bad, so we wanted to give it to someone who needs some money.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 100%, man.
I really appreciate this.
And this was just the first of many
New idea. Armed robbery prank. but like you don't tell them it's a prank and you just give the money to the homeless. That's a great idea.
Tests I'm going to be doing to see how much you can get by lying.
One of the most common things people lie about is wealth. So now I am dressed up like a fake millionaire, and we're gonna see if this helps me get a girl's number. I'm a business major.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've just been like stuck.
Oh, nigga, that's like
going to
a band
deposit some money in the bank.
or
Excuse me,
four.
Are you big
That's like a band or four, bro.
AJ from TikTok?
Yeah, why?
I just wanted to say what's up, bro.
Oh, what's up,
I've
man?
been following you for like at least like a year or two, man. You big AJ?
What's up, man?
You're like a TikTok star or something? Well, I follow him on Instagram.
Where have you seen me from?
I've never seen you before.
Oh.
You go here?
I was gonna deposit some money, just like a light day of work, so.
Shit. Bro, it's good to meet
Yeah,
you, bro.
sorry about that.
You're good.
I thought you were kind of cute. Do you think I get your number?
No.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Now I am dressed up like a fake politician with a fake camera crew, and we're gonna go to every store on the street to see how much free stuff we can get. This is a dog treat store. One of the main policies that we're pushing against is animal cruelty. I really want to try to embrace the dog environment. I was wondering if I could actually try one of the dog treats.
Everything we make is human grade.
So this could probably harm me a lot.
No, these are actually.
We'll just cut that out.
Yeah, cut that out.
I mean, that's a dog tree right there. That's our hero right there. District Attorney John Pork.
That shit good.
Whatever it takes.
That big guy.
Nominee
That big
for-
guy. That big guy.
District Attorney right now. You think we could try anything out around here? We'll try the brownie batter.
Nobody uses boom arms anymore. That's a method. Bro, but then you need a boom arm guy.
Get the headset back on, man.
Yeah, my bad.
We were planning on turning like all the TVs.
It's a weak audio technician right there. Real audio technician would have endured.
To probably some TikTok or Subway Surfer gameplay just to really stimulate the brain. Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, that actually looks dumb fun.
Oh, they
Looks
do.
awesome.
They need like a vertical TV.
Let's go. Free ice cream. We just got some free ice cream. Would you like it?
Oh, yeah. This is Randy Orman here. He's the Democratic nominee.
We're trying to incentivize, all the citizens to, instead of spending their money on food, water, trying to get them to gamble instead.
I like to gamble a lot.
Would you maybe say something to the camera?
My name Andre. I support John Pork. And who?
He's Randy Orman. My name's Geek Bob.
Geek Bob.
If this is the power that comes with lying, it's no surprise that more and more people will just continue to do it.
Anybody can lie. I could lie and say I'm straight, but it's just not true.
Wait, what? I'm outside of a pawn shop with an obviously fake signed
Boom
baseball
guys
card, and I'm gonna see
geeking.
if I can convince the cashier to buy it for
This
me.
is
How's it going, man?
disgusting.
Looking to sell a card here.
Let's see what you got.
So I have a John Pork rookie
These
card. right
ends
here.
are disgusting.
It's not a PSA card.
I bought it off a guy for 10 grand.
You didn't pay 10 grand for this.
No, I actually did. I was ready to cut you a pretty big deal on it.
Dude, it's a piece of paper. It's not real. Is there such thing as a John Pork card? No such thing.
So I got scammed?
I can't believe you paid 10 grand. Well, I've heard of John Pork, but I've never heard of a John Pork player card.
One of the most popular things people lie about is their age. So now I am dressed up like a fake little kid with my fake grandpa, and we're gonna see if we can lie to get some beer.
I ain't no fake boy.
What kind of beer are you trying to get?
Not Bud Light, I'll tell you that damn much.
If lying can get you something as serious as alcohol, lying can have serious consequences.
I don't even know what the hell's going on.
Let's go check out.
Where's the counter?
Behind you. Hello. What's up, bro?
Would it be TOS to look up how to
Thanks for
get?
him, so.
Everybody having 21 to be in here.
21?
Yeah. You guys can't be in here. Go to the damn car. All right, can I buy it now? You guys gotta get out. Shit.
We need to get beer.
I don't drink damn beer.
This nigga's clearly
So we tried a
21.
couple other locations and still were having no luck.
You guys ready, honey? I ain't got nothing. No, then sorry. Times are changing.
That's a doom.
That's discrimination.
So we decided to try one last time at a supermarket.
That one right there.
Looks like it tastes good. Let's go check out.
I'm tired. I need a break.
From driving?
Yeah.
How does that even pop?
What is the title? Bro got arrested for DUI and was sober. This is some shit I would get.
I can't wait till you take me into Frederick County Sheriff's.
I would never drive. I would never drive with the UTI. I would never drive under the influence.
On your actual test.
No.
It would be
He's gonna blow on his test.
This 200 IQ man outsmarted
Sound
the
like some
cops in their last
peptide shit.
encounter and walked away with no tickets. But this time he got falsely arrested for DUI, and we're gonna figure out exactly what went wrong in this unlawful traffic stop.
Deputy Frederick County. Hey, all the videos recorded. Yes, sir. How are you? You ran a red light. What? You ran a red light.
No, I didn't.
I ran a red light. Is that why I'm being pulled over? Yes. Oh, okay. Which light are we talking about? The one at Lowe's going north of 355.
My OBS crashed at the end of the render.
I'm not here to argue. I need driver's license registration, please. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm done.
I know that's at least one of my registrations.
What should I do?
You can have this one back. No, thank you. Is my license not in here? Oh, yeah, I mean, you have no, like, you can run me. It's all good. Everything will be good. You still live in Monrovia? Yeah. That everything is current. So, everything on that is good. Yeah, everything will check out. I didn't, but he's getting run through it. Just because I don't smell anything doesn't mean much. Oh, no.
It actually means a lot, man.
He's dressed like he was out somewhere. Yeah.
He said, just because I didn't smell anything, it doesn't mean much. But it actually means everything, because the odor of drugs or alcohol would have given him actual probable cause to start a DUI.
Probable cause?
Investigation, and this is going to play a key factor as we progress through this ridiculousness.
And he straight up crushed that red light. Like, what the fuck?
I don't think that's as
And he's
illegal.
been repeating every single thing.
UTI.
It's like he's stalling to figure out what he's going to say. Constantly looking to the left and to the right.
Driving with the UTI is considerably more illegal than running a red light.
What's going on over there? Oh,
It is less dangerous, though.
You're sober. Good to drive. Well, I'm not going to perform field sobriety, but I will step out of the vehicle. I don't have a problem with that. Why won't you perform field sobriety? Why would I? Why would I give you probable cause to take me in? Do you think I'm DUI? I already have probable cause to take you in. What's the DUI? What's a DUI? Well, no, what is your probable cause to
What
think
is
that
the
I'm
DUI? No.
Driving behavior, speech patterns. What about my speech patterns? It's not something I'm going to get into right now. Do you want to perform field sobriety or no? Well, no. Why would I give you that?
It's not something to get into right now. Okay, do you have time after you falsely arrest me and take me to jail?
Ain't nobody got time for that. Because okay,
I can't even think of a meme that fucking old, bro. Unk. 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 You almost made me. Ah.
Iridocyclitis.
What is he doing right now?
Fuck you lying. Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
Wait a minute.
Who are you?
Whoa. Hurricane Katrina. More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Officer, I got one question for you. What are those? What are the? Oh, we mow it. 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 Oh, we mow it.
Oh my god.
Why was he up there?
Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
What?
You're not my dad. You also hear something. Ugly ass fucking
Doodlehead.
trucker, dude. That hurt like a butt.
Mason, chill out.
Watch your profanity.
Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel. Damn, Daniel.
This nigga went on Ellen DeGeneres.
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Happy Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler.
Bro, just go, bro. Right now, hurry up. Hold on, do it. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
What the fuck? That's the original?
Bro, just go, bro. Right now, hurry up.
Why was he was so polite with it?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Drop that dirk, hey, don't drop that dirk.
Zim, you got a date? Or no? You tryna date? Or no?
I'm in my mum's car. Broom, broom. Get out my car! Aww.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Coming through.
What's up, dude?
What are those?
They are my Crocs.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Get to Del Taco. They got a new thing called free Shavakadu.
I could hear the, you know.
Let me hop out the Porsche. I don't wanna hit that.
Shut the up.
You couldn't curse on Vine? Am I just noticing that? If people say slurs on Vine, bro, you fit a lot in 6 seconds.
Oh my god.
You in a
my
game
god.
mode.
You on X Games mode.
First, let me hop out the motherfucking Porsche. I don't wanna hit that ass.
This is the worst shit I've ever seen. That's wasn't
What are those?
They're called my sandals.
You guys say Colorado.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
hold on.
I'm out.
Who is that?
Colorado.
No, don't know him.
Shit, I'm out.
These suck.
Shorties.
That was a different. This is a classic. This is a classic. This is a classic right here, yo. 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 Yo, I haven't seen this. What did I trap, John?
Hey, yo, Lizzo got that shit, boy.
Yeah. Bro. Dude, it was demons like 6 years ago, bro. It was on the block. On the block with my man. The block in my pants. Hold on. This is revolutionary. This is revolutionary. Bro, I stout anklet, but it's dead ass just a fucking Cuban.
Hold on, Ooze. We got someone on the stage. We got famous Dex on the stage. Duh.
Hey, you got something for my nigga? What you got? What you got? What you got for my nigga Dex? Oh, you thought we ain't had that?
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Hey, hold on. Hey, look. If y'all.
You ask me how I get the drip, how I get drip this, how I get drip that, how I get drip this, how I be flat this, how I be flat this, that. This how I was drip.
And gang. Can we bang gang? In the back. Just stain. Fuck. Hitting stains game. Fuck. Ugh.
All right, guys, welcome back to Basement Talk. Today we have a new episode with famous Dex.
What?
Let's go.
A Dexter.
Legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Oh, whoa.
We've been.
Oh, whoa.
I was a massive fan of yours.
Mhm.
I still am. We love you. We appreciate you coming.
Oh,
This is
man.
amazing.
It's a. I ain't
Don't
gonna lie,
fuck with
it's
me, I'm
always
not
you
here,
personally.
man.
I always tell people it's a
I'll
blessing
do
because
it.
if I wouldn't like putting all that work and all that, I wouldn't be right here. You know what I'm saying? So I
That nigga
always
was
just give
so
God the
high. What
glory
is he
and
talking
everything, bro.
about?
So thank
Amen.
you, thank y'all,
100%.
fam.
He knows. He knows too. When you that geek, you're just offloading your job to. You're like delegating to yourself, bro. Like that nigga was geek, bro. He was not even there.
100%.
He went to rehab, came back, relapsed next day, bro.
I
Like,
want to tell you
oh
this
my
story
God.
before we get into it. I watched you perform at the observatory.
What year? What year?
It's my fucking favorite.
Dude,
I
it
love-
was probably in I think 2017, 2016 maybe.
17.
I remember
Wow.
I saved up. I didn't make any money when I was 15, 16, and I saved up as much money as I could, and I got the best seats that you could get.
Motherfucker, shout out my brother. Yes,
And I was on the
sir.
front right of the stage. It was you, Rich, and Jay Critch.
Uh-huh.
And it was the night that you guys dropped New Freezer.
And was it the night that Rich brought out designer?
Yeah. And I gave you my phone.
Uh-huh.
and I
You
have a video.
remember
This is
that
crazy.
shit.
I swear to God,
Just so you know, I'm a real one.
you lying.
Look,
Show him.
look. So welcome to Basement Talk.
OG.
And I want to put the clip up right
No,
now.
yeah, we'll throw the
So
clip in the
all you
video.
guys watching from home, you guys can see this, but I listen to you, I listen to Rich, I listen to Jay Critch, I listen to you guys every single day.
You have
Especially
you
when,
have no idea.
when
We grew
RF3
up on
came
that.
out, we
That was our shit.
we love you for real. This isn't like some we're a podcast, but this isn't some normal podcast shit. Like we actually love you. We appreciate you coming.
No, I appreciate it. No, I do.
Those are some crazy times. I mean, what you guys did at the observatory that night was insane. It was like, still to this day, I go to concerts, I see a lot of stuff, but that era and time was unreal. It was truly, it was amazing. You guys shifted such a big culture in a
Bro,
movement that like
I
can't
wanted to go
explain.
to Summer
and fashion,
Smash.
because
I wanted to go to Summer Smash like 2016 or some shit. But nobody was trying to go. And I didn't want to go in the pit by myself, bruh.
you had me buying Supreme. I still have Supreme. You saw my
100%.
office.
And you know, not to cut you off, and that's why I tell people, like, you know, Go Yard, like, we been there. Go Yard
Dude.
part 1 too.
I was arguing with.
We
We were
been
arguing.
did
I told these guys, I'm
Goyard.
like,
bro,
they had to have paid you guys. You made Goyard.
And I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my boy Samuel, one of the co-owners of Go Yard.
about that.
He gave us. This is what I tell people. Talk to me when you get the Go Yard gloves. Not no ski gloves. Not
Okay,
no.
I'll get them now.
Like fucking.
guess.
I swear to God, bro. They all white, and they
Never
got
mind.
the G right there with the gold. Bro, guess how much the gloves cost?
How much?
25 fucking thousand.
Wow.
So talk.
Okay,
So
never mind.
And guess who got them?
You.
I got one of them, but guess who got them?
You and Rich.
Rich got them on the spot.
Oh, I bet.
Wow.
And here go the fun part about it, because this was Go Yard part 2. They gave it to us.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They shut the whole fucking. We was on Rodeo. They shut the whole store down.
So how did you get that relationship in the beginning of, like, how did that start with you guys in Goyard?
Being ourselves, just going in there, like,
Wow.
and on top of that, having so much money.
Yeah.
And this one, you know, I just signed,
He needs to get sensors.
you know, with 300. Rich was me, and everybody was here because I was always the class clown.
Yeah.
See, I ain't gonna lie. In school, Dirt was quiet because, like, it was really like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you had to be these ones. You know what I'm saying? All that. You feel me? Dirt was like everything. Dirt rap, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? He
was tied. He
like
was
that.
tied in early.
Huh?
He was like tied in early with all that shit.
All us was, brother. You gotta understand, brother. I'm born and raised in the
Facts, he
project.
was, bro.
Southside Inglewood.
Word.
Like, you're lucky, and I know
Word.
it's sad, and I don't want y'all to get all emotional, girls, but no real shit. You was lucky enough to get a plum in your lunchbox, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know how you feel me? Like, I'm beating all my friends just to be the first 10 to get a plum in my lunchbox, bro. I come from the projects, brother. Like, when Michael Jordan hit that game winning shot, we threw the whole Chicago on fire. I remember, like, I was a kid, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if people really do they homework, Southside Chicago is known for the poor, the dirty. And I don't know if y'all ever saw Shameless.
Yeah.
Shameless, and that's like on some real stuff. That's how it really is like that. Like, and I swear on my life, and I don't really like do that on podcasts, like he's doing all that swearing. If you don't believe me, fuck you. Not you, sister, but anyway, that's how it really, like, that's how the I can say the white pole is for real. You know what I'm saying? That's how everything you saw in that. I swear to God, on my son, That's how they live.
Shameless was pretty accurate.
Shameless really it really told a story on like, damn, not the call. Where you get them ones from, bro?
Yeah, you fuck with these? My dad got them for me. Kobe's.
Damn, yo.
I was just shitting on those.
Yeah,
What
he
the
was just giving me
That's
shit because of the gum
crazy.
bottoms.
I didn't like those.
They're tough. No,
I know we talking about Shameless. One thing I forget. I don't look. I forgive. I don't forget.
shoes were so fire. You stopped talking.
That's fire.
Damn.
I told you they were fire. Kyler was hating.
Crazy.
They be talking down on my
too
drip
far.
too.
No, I
Dex.
wasn't.
Get my back.
Who having the thick? Come on, who having the thick? Nah, y'all see. Look, y'all can't be hating on my boy Drip now.
Hey,
But
check the
let's
shorts.
get-
Check
let's
the
get-
shorts.
Let's get back to the. I've been.
He's not looking there,
You've been
bro.
peeping. No, you've been peeping. He's been peeping.
I've been peeping. I ain't gonna lie to
Oh, my
you.
dog.
Bro.
We locked in.
Everyone's getting glazed
We locked
except
in.
me, bro. God.
Nah, keep it that way.
He said glaze me.
Dex,
Yeah,
you,
glaze
Dex,
me,
you either
bro.
have motion or you don't. Tell him.
What the fuck?
Fuck y'all, bro.
We'll see.
But now I ain't gonna lie. But
Nah,
you know,
I'm
Shane,
not
it was just
gonna
like
do
that,
it.
and just like me, period. Like just like coming from Chicago, this kid losing his mom to breast cancer and everything. Like I was so lucky, guys. I was just like so lucky to like that'll be different. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be different. That's why I say like, God willing, if Derek was on his phone right now, I swear to God, he'll tell you exactly these words. Dex is the same Dex since I knew him. Like I ain't never changed, bro.
That's awesome.
I just got older. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Ain't no more fucking High School Musical.
Yeah.
High School Musical.
I'm older now. They fucking do cartoon network.
I'm rapping, I'm stacking, I'm making it happen. Don't get on
Don't
here
get on here
rapping.
rapping. Do not get on here rapping. I will kick you off so fast. What's up?
Don't get on here rapping.
Rapping,
I'm
I'm
stacking,
stacking.
making it happen. Hold on, let me keep going. Look, stacking and flipping and getting it. I'm whipping it, flipping it, and getting the bricks and dividends. And I'm back in here, and I'm rapping here. Head shaped like a deer. Getting money. Look, make
Oh, Gideon like got arrested. YouTuber poop.
How fast do you think this is gonna get dropped?
Don't
Do you really
get
think
down
this
here
starts getting-
rapping.
I am a
I'm
multi-millionaire.
stacking, making
I
it
promise you, I can take
happen.
this as far as you want.
When a famous YouTuber and his crew are arrested, it seems like the end of a harrowing day. But the events that unfolded leave some officers wondering just how far people are willing to go to film content.
I don't understand all this, dude. Something so stupid over something like YouTube views.
The dispute begins around 10:49 a.m. on June 22nd, 2026, when a man named Joe contacts Woodhaven police officers from a local McDonald's in Michigan, claiming that his nephew and his friends are stalking him. His nephew, despite repeated warnings from the family, his Uncle Joe refused to leave his grandmother's house and had been squatting there for months. So, he decided,
I was going to go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel.
are about to bring the storm right back to Michigan. So, he decided,
I was going to go over there and kick his ass myself. But then I thought, wait a minute, I have a YouTube channel and it's monetized. So I can just expose him on the internet and make some money off of him.
But soon, a large group arrives back at McDonald's. Others had taken Joe away from the house.
So you guys gotta leave.
Is he here?
Doesn't matter where he's at. McDonald's does not want you on the property. You
I'm
guys have to leave.
rapping, I'm
Who's you
stacking,
guys?
I'm making
Can you be
it
more
happen.
specific?
You.
So they said these people?
Him. Yes. You guys cannot be on the property.
Hey,
Or they're gonna arrest you.
do you guys want some McDonald's? Y'all want to go inside real quick?
You're gonna be arrested for trespassing if you go in there.
Bro, why? You don't have any, like no offense, officer, but like, do you genuinely have nothing better to do? Like,
do you have any?
This is a violation of rights. I'm not gonna do anything.
That's
He
good.
just take
Property or what? I told him to leave or going to jail for breach of peace.
Following me. And I
How long
think
have
two
I
more
been
just
live?
walked in here. If you guys aren't
I'm
getting
ending
food, get
after
out
an hour and some change.
a little bit. That's what they want, is you just answer and get annoyed. They just want to make you mad, so if you just unplug it and they don't.
Yeah. Get him over here in an SUV.
No, I just gave him a ticket.
You gave him a ticket?
Yeah.
For what?
Impeding traffic for stopping in the middle of the road. That's the only thing I could have charged him with was impeding.
His fleet.
Left me hanging the corn rain. Every diamond train. The watch is getting bigger.
Okay, as you know, Camp Rock was a legendary film series hosted by Disney Channel, defining the 2010s for that network. And today, the third installment happens to be coming out. With the first one coming out in 2008 and the second one coming out in 2010, I can't help but wonder what this would have looked like if it came out in 2012, but we'll jump into that later. This movie continues the new Disney-branded television pattern of taking the old stars and having them be the spearhead of the new generation of movies and TV shows, which can always have its upsides and downsides. If you've been on my channel before, you'll know I've covered almost all of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, the iCarly 2021 reboot, all in their entirety, so I kind of have an interesting gift for noticing some of these things. And honestly, I feel like it's never better than getting the original actors to spearhead these things. But it brings us back to our original question, was it needed to be spearheaded at all? Was it needed to exist? And that's what I can't help but wonder as I look at the Camp Rock 3 movie trailer. The Jonas Brothers have not shied away from the spotlight, being on a lot of podcasts in this past year, a few new albums in this new 2020 age, and while doing a Christmas movie with Disney Plus, which by the way is the only thing that explains why this movie exists, probably because if they got to do that movie, then this movie got to happen. And I gotta be honest, I like what they're putting out. I really do feel like they've had a really good track record of bringing back the nostalgia and balancing it with the familiar characters and energy that made the original band and TV movies so interesting. I've watched a lot of Jonas more recently, and I know Mr. Nostalgia did a video on the complete series, so please go check that out. And I'm excited to see this new iteration. As we know, these franchises are really defined by their main character and like whether or not they kind of have this pop star vibe to them, as the old Disney Channel worked on so well. And this time around, they have a girl named Liamani Segura, who is a Scorpio, for anybody that
The
cares.
fuck that
and her
mean?
history is all with Disney Channel. She
My
was
bad,
in the
Johnny.
Wicked Wonderland Descendants movie, High School Musical, the series, so she's got a lot of history behind this, and you know Disney, they like to work with the same people over and over again, but she definitely has a lot of good charisma and energy. It definitely gives those Demi vibes, and honestly, I think it'll be a lot better of a match than it was even originally. They announced the whole cast, which you could actually look into now. It's like widely available online. And they announced the cast in a way you normally would like a high school actual musical, no pun intended, you know, like when you put a cast list on a wall. Like that's kind of what they did with an Instagram post, something that a lot of people are doing nowadays that I guess I understand. There's like a lot of hype to it, but it also does give me like indie film vibes. Like me and my friends who went to college for film definitely posted like actors' headshots and stuff. Like, it just kind of gives me like the amateur vibe, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If anything, it's more connected to the audience. So it's no surprise that the Jonas Brothers became the whole centerpiece for this trailer. And by the way, it's a teaser, not an even entire trailer. They're like trying to give us only like a minute at a time so we don't go crazy about all the things they introduce, which by the way, they introduce a lot in this, like more than I was even ready to handle. For example, the first shot is the original logo, of course, to kind of remind us why things are going to be okay this time around and that our nostalgia will not be beaten down. The Jonas Brothers, first and foremost, come out of the car only to be greeted by Teresa Russo. No, I'm just kidding. She's a different character in this, but it's still cool that she's a part of it first and foremost. And they announced they're going to be going on tour and are looking for an opening act. Ooh, definitely a great entrance for a lot of high stakes to be involved. I also love how grounded this is. It almost feels like the original Disney talent search vibe, like hearing Esteban come on your radio asking you to be a part of Disney. I'm not sure how legitimate those things always were, but this time around it's cool to see it as if it's like a fantasy playing out. To see that Connect 3, you know, the Jonas Brothers fake band in this, is actually doing well and successful, and they somewhat had a revival tour the same way the original Jonas Brothers did. Like, it's so meta, honestly. Like, lean into it. And of course, this whole trailer, all I could think is where and when is Demi Lovato? You know, she's my favorite character. She's my favorite actress. I mean, literally, Sunny with a Chance is my favorite show. I've gone over every season so far, and I just love her sensibility toward comedy. I like her voice in singing. I don't necessarily like her singing in that show just because of the context of the show, but otherwise, like, I like a lot of stuff she does. And when I saw that she was producing this along with the Jonas Brothers, a lot of green flags went off in my head, so to speak. But of course, they're going to do that thing where they don't introduce the most famous person until like the end of the movie or like the second half. And I don't know how I feel about that. They did that in Mamma Mia too. If any Mamma Mia fans are out there, I loved the original Mamma Mia, but the second one just got a really, really weird. Of course, when you do a musical sequel 10 years later, there's just so many weird things you have to account for, like people aging, different song genres being popular. Like, at least they're leaning into a lot of really good song genres in this. The pop rock vibe is perfect for Disney Channel in a way that doesn't fend off older fans, but definitely introduces newer fans into it. Of course, this demographic seems to be teens, just like the original, which is also an interesting choice, because as you know, iCarly and Wizards Beyond Waverly Place kind of leaned toward a more millennial demographic by appealing to the original fans of what those IPs were, and this one seems to be a little bit broader, trying to make it fair for everybody, which makes a lot of sense. If anything, I'm a little bit more confused why this isn't in the theaters. You know, like, come on, bring it to the theaters. What happened to the theaters? The
Wasn't
song
Hannah
primarily
Montana?
featured in this is called One Shot, and honestly, I don't hate it. I mean, the hook is really a great vibe, and seeing everybody dance again is exactly what connected us all to the original movie. Honestly, it makes me miss the Cheetah Girls a little bit more as a 2000s fan. I don't know why, I just loved the Cheetah Girls. That was just such a fun franchise, and if they could bring some of that energy to this, you know, I'm not going to complain. So we're going to jump to my expert sources, the Disney official wiki, which is made by fans. Of course, you know that they're the most smartest people when it comes to this stuff, and actually, like, learn more about this movie. So, of course, it's going to come out August 13th, 2026 on Disney Channel, and then a day later on Disney Plus, just to get us to watch the original channel, which I didn't even know there was still an original channel. That's insane. The story picks up when Connect 3 loses their opening act for the major reunion tour, and their beloved Camp Rock is their platform for finding the next big thing. So all the campers are fighting for their chance
You said that
to
on the
win the
next big
favorite band.
thing.
But tensions rise and friendships are tested, leading to unexpected alliances, revelations, and romances. Oh my god, how broad is played by Stone, and fighting for their chance to win the favorite band. But tensions rise and friendships are tested, leading to unexpected alliances, revelations, and romances. Oh my god, how broad is that? That is the most generic explanation for a plot I've ever seen. So all the
Haskell
campers
dropped.
introduce bold and determined Sage, who is the main character I was talking about, and her easygoing brother Desi, who will be played by Stone. And beside all the Jonas Brothers and Teresa Russo, it seems like Demi Lovato isn't even on the current cast list, which is insane. I can't find any proof that she has anything to do with this. But hey, that's always gonna end up how it is, isn't it, guys? The person who wrote this film is named Eddie Fay, who is a movie producer from the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles. Very interesting. She went to school for music and also wrote plays, which is really cool that like they got somebody who actually knows all aspects of this. She was a part of the J Team with Jojo Siwa, which is a whole new conversation I don't even necessarily want to know if we should get into. And it's interesting because I wonder if this was in 2012, 10 years ago, if it would have been just kind of like a teetering off of the original film saga. Like I feel like 2 wasn't as good as 1, and then 3 wasn't as, and 3 has a chance to not be as good as 2, but does this reinvigoration coming in 10 years later mean it's going to be better? Like, maybe that's going to work in its service, especially with a younger movie producer / writer being at the helm of it. Like, she wouldn't have written this 10 years ago, and that's something that is really important when we're talking about this. I'm so proud of the diversity choices, though. Like, they've gotten some really amazing and talented singers and actors from all different walks of life, and I can't believe how well it's integrated into this trailer even. Like, I'm sure the movie will be fine too, but like, this is like really impressive that they got all these people together like this. We actually
I
even
don't
see
know if I'm gonna
Mitchie's
watch this.
songbook in this, which is crazy because
RS.
that definitely was a huge plot point for the original movie. We see some of the original sets, which is really nice and nostalgic to look at, but really it's the new actors and actresses that are trying to breathe new life into all of this and make it more than just nostalgia. Although they do put Camp Rock, the logo, everywhere they possibly could, it just makes me wonder how much they're trying to do it. Hopefully it doesn't become a detriment to the show itself. They even have like one quick joke of this guy losing his of this canoe kid losing his paddle, and I don't know why, that's just so funny to me. The logo is definitely awesome and updated, and I really feel a good vibe for this movie. Like, I think it's going to be really good. If anything, I'm happy they waited 10 extra years to really reflect on the original movie and see what worked and what didn't, because that would have been the major red flag. But what do you guys think? Does this look like something you're interested in watching? Or like, how do you feel about the new cast? Were the Jonas Brothers featured enough in the main trailer that if you're a millennial or somebody of my age that cares about the 2000s, that you're going to tune in and actually watch this? Like, there's a lot that it takes a
I'm
lot
not
to
a
get us
millennial.
to watch
Or
stuff
his
nowadays.
age.
So I'm so curious if this is going to be one of those like revolutionary new movies that bring us all back together, or
Might have
just
to
going
hit
to
up
be a
my millennials,
distraction that
ask
just
them.
shows up on my feed and I click past. I'm just curious. But for me, if they don't shoehorn the love story, I think you'll have some good chances at winning over my affection, especially since I like Demi Lovato. Like, you just have to put her in more than one scene and I will be happy. But you know what, that's just the thing. I feel like sometimes we watch these movies and that's all we could think about, like when the new people are gonna leave and the old people are coming in. Like, I really hope that doesn't work against it this time around. But it's cool that we got a new trailer into this. I really hope we get another one, like right before the movie. At least convince me that I should watch this. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Johnny 2000s, and as you know, I don't normally make videos like this. I don't talk about news or things that are up and coming. So I do like to do timeless pieces, actually going over individual seasons of TV shows. So if you're interested in hearing me talk too much, definitely check out any of those. Just think of the first season. Just think of your favorite season of a TV show, and then I probably covered it. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.
Two chefs, one cuisine, one winner. Chef Showdown.
Chefs, it's been an emotional week here at Chef Showdown. We visited the oldest
Oh.
Employee of the month, yeah, I'm killing them. Posing on you niggas, yeah, I'm the villain. If he talk too much, I'ma shoot. Pull up with a chopper, hit it right under my suit. Yeah, my money green, but sometimes it can come in blue. Yeah, I rock the way I live, I'll turn on 1 or 2. Poppin', every color from inside me. Shopping, make my bank account bleed. It's declining, need a long hair scale, I be wildin'. Point a gun to my head, bitch, I'm dying. All these purses to my head, let me dizzy. Yellow diamonds on my chain, got me pissy. Kobe beef on my plate, shit get greasy. Greasy, pissy. Yeah, I got fruity pebble on my neck. Yeah, I get fruity with my niggas, give him neck. Just got Twitch partner, got a check.
Did he just do the Meg the Stallion?
So much money, yeah, you know I had a flex. Feel like Thugger, I'm the symbol of sex. Buy shit I can't even pronounce. I just hit my plug up, told him give me an ounce. Triple reset on you fuck niggas, yeah. Me and my niggas ain't never scared to pull the trigger. Triple reset on you fuck niggas, yeah. I just hit my plug up, told him give me an ounce. Triple reset on you fuck niggas, yeah. Me and my niggas ain't never scared to pull the trigger, yeah.
Triple reset edit, of course. I'm clipping niggas. Ooh. Triple reset edit, of course I'm clipping niggas.
And I pull the trigger. Ever since I left my day ones, I've been making figures, yeah. Making figures, yeah. I ain't tryna hear shit. Pull up in a Maybach and I'm spilling shit. Me and Hustle from the egg and we kill shit. I can't even tell the time, I'm on fucking AP. Got a large knob for the clock, show I'm spinning it. Take K in a case, for the race I'm finishing. Running out of shit to say, I just let the money talk.
Yeah, just want to say, we're carrying this Arlington shit. Fuck Indiana. Fuck New Jersey. Fuck all of them. Fuck every day. Fuck Cherry Hill. Done.
Birthday, yeah, whip the fizz, bitch. I just have that to bunk me.
That young nigga is bad. What y'all thought? It's too many people depending on his leadership skills out here for him to be gone. Come on, son, reclaim your spot. God done gave us a second chance. I'm talking about a whole second chance, and you control all 3 lanes. You can do whatever you want to do. Put your foot on their neck. You understand me? Take your shoestrings and tie their lips up. These people not ready for you. And the niggas that was talking down on you, they lame and broke out here. The females had to take over, son. Listen to your mama. But to the females that had to take over, you bitches better get ready. Y'all counted us out. Come on now. While we was counting down. Whoever was scared, I'm talking about whoever was scared when he went to the Fed, go on make your bed. You hear me? Cause the
bro. I hop in the track, bro. I'd be like, I'm trying to bit because I'm green my bro on peptides. Now he lean. Find me, bro. That's so bars. Wait, what was that dance? Wasn't there a dance for this? That was actually the challenge? What was that song? Uh, you should let my pay. The way he hugs his fan before he walks inside is tough. What's that? Oh. War 2 with the jacket you could see but the fabric. I'm in the UK, I got my Allen key on me.
Somebody said earlier, my chat was saying, how was your relationship with XXX?
Well, he died like 8 years ago, so
Yeah.
it's been a little rough. Yeah.
Because they were saying like, I don't know the backstory, but they were saying like he kind of like, because earlier my chat was saying, how was your relationship with XXX?
Well, he died like 8 years ago, so it's
Yeah.
been a little rough. Yeah.
Because they were saying like, I don't know the backstory, but they were saying like he kind of like, that kind of like solidified your career.
Yeah, arguably the biggest rapper interview of all time.
Yeah.
And I did that.
That's how I know who you was.
I only had been doing interviews for a year.
Yeah, that's when I knew who you was, when you did the interview with X.
Yeah.
Because my ex at the time, she had him as her wallpaper, and I'm like,
I think he was pussyfooting around a little bit there. He's scared to tell you.
My fault.
Can we talk about Quebblecop? I woke up this morning and I seen a Quebblecop TikTok. I want to meet this motherfucker now. I want to get fried and just laugh with this now.
What's up, your age? It's a.
Why is his hair exactly the same as in the screenshot? The curl that's in the screenshot is like the meme that y'all be using. His hair doesn't move, but it moves at the same time.
Little Bob here, right over here, your favorite white boy from Amsterdam. Listen,
Look, brother, I don't even know if you're white anymore. What are you? I just said it because like I didn't know, but now that I'm looking at you, you're kind of ambiguous.
Did he say nigga?
Is he only white? I feel like he's mixed. He is AI.
Is this
What?
actually?
He's AI dumbass. Okay, hold on. I know I'm Unk. This is an AI TikToker? Wait, this is not a. Oh God!
No,
I
the
thought this was a real human.
TikToks.
So this is AI generated talking to me? Wait, then who was texting me? Wait, how can you tell? Okay, not trolling. How can you tell something like this is AI?
I deeply apologize for stealing your.
Is it AI like low key or is it obvious and I'm Unk? Because that's not the
That's
first time I
real,
see him
that's
say
real.
he AI. That just ruined all my plans. I thought I was gonna smoke with the nigga. He not AI. His presence is AI. Yo, I don't know what y'all. I'm a tweet.
From Amsterdam. What's up, your age? It's a Quiddle Bob here, right over here, your favorite
It's
white
Quiddle
boy
Bob.
from Amsterdam. Listen, I want to say I deeply apologize for
Quibble
stealing
dot.
your laugh. I think we should settle this once and for all. I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to come to Amsterdam. Let's get fried together. Let's just settle this once and for all. Okay, whose laugh is it? Is it your laugh? Is it my laugh? Listen, slide into my DMs. Let's get this figured out. All right, let's do it.
So I seen this video, right? Wait, what is all these iterations of this mother head or hair? Bro, I feel like Unk, cause what? Charlie Kirk? What the hell is that? What are you? Okay, right? So I seen this. I went to go DM him. Turns out he DM. Okay, right? So I seen this. I went to go DM him. Turns out he DM'd me before already, and he followed me. Telling you, we gonna link up with our guy, gang.
You gonna link up with Quibble dot? Queddle
We gonna
Pop?
cook up. He wants me to pull up to Amsterdam. That's
Queddle
right
Pop,
next to where I
bro.
was just at in France. Okay, I'm not saying I wouldn't pull up to Amsterdam because they do say Amsterdam be lit, but I don't know how quickly I can pull up to Amsterdam. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we could do. Chad, you think he would hop in a Discord or something? We could get like a
Broken.
Discord call going with him tomorrow or one of these days coming up, and then maybe he could pull up to Miami. And if he can't pull up to Miami, then I'll go to Amsterdam eventually. But I can't right now. There's too much going on. If you live early, yeah. I told him, yo, can you hop in Discord tonight? He's like, brother, it's gonna be 3 a.m.
Then get on
I'm gonna be
earlier.
asleep. I'm like, oh. So we are gonna cook some up with Quibble. I thought. Wait. Wait, whoa. I thought. Wait. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Why? What is? I don't get it. You're gentrified. How did he?
Hey there. What did they gas me up? My bad. I'm back. I love him. I don't even know. Probably like Bruce drop him off in 2017. It's just fun. But Bruce 2017, different breed. Bruce 2017 definitely got me in the stream, man. What is that picture? Wait, this wasn't picking it up.
Funny.
Lubert on his 7th birthday after being run over by a car.
But who has a box that says deeply personal items? Like, even personal items as a label doesn't
That
work.
is
Like,
kinda
deeply?
crazy.
I don't understand. We have such an aggressive word put on there, too. Sam, of course, takes this box and brings it to Freddy going through it all, this is another crime. He also used to be a male model, which is kind of the craziest thing. Like, I can't believe he was even trying to do it. They find a picture of an ex-girlfriend named Marta that apparently he was super in love with. It was before he had his wart, and yeah, it just seems like a really happy relationship, and that kind of explains why he must be so bitter and resentful. They have a quick little montage of what they would do if they actually got Lubert to be happy again, and the Bushwell would be such a nice and pleasant place, which this is such a crazy montage. I love the fantasizing of it all. In the B-plot, Spencer finds out that the other neighborhood watch guy is Chuck, his mortal enemy from episodes before.
Have you met Chuck?
And yeah, Chuck has always been this kind of enemy-like character, just trying to torture Spencer from, like, the boy next door perspective. And this kid's kind of psychopathic. I can't believe we even give him
This dude
more than
was
a
a
few
G.
episodes to go off the show. It's like Carly's Neville. Yeah, that's what Chuck is to Spencer. So they put this whole reunion with Marta and Lubert on the iCarly web show, which is, of course, Jerry Springer style, because that's the only time you would do stuff like this. And he freaks out, which is, he kind of has an insane reaction that I don't think a normal person would, but hey, he's not normal. He tells the kids that this is a huge
Oh,
mistake, and he
brother.
tried to get away from her once, and it barely worked. This is like 15 minutes into a 22-minute episode, so I'm surprised it took this long to get to the plot. The rest of the episode is all about trying to get rid of this woman. Meanwhile, Chuck and Spencer start hassling some of the residents of the building, and yeah, they find this guy who's got a bunch of fig neuters, which is such a weird play on Fig Newtons. Like, I can't believe they couldn't get the rights to that. And they even harass this man for one box. Turns out this man is just trying to get these around his wife, which is classic writing for the 2000s. Carly, Sam, and Freddie see firsthand how torturous Marta can be, which I agree. Like, I definitely wouldn't have believed Lubert off the bat that she was a bad person until you see this webcam footage, which again is like, why don't we get rid of these cameras? I don't know why children are able to see what's going on in this grown man's office. That can't be safe. They try to get rid of Marta, tell her like, hey, like, lay off Lubert, and she is just gone completely defensive and is like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So they actually have to find a way to get rid of this woman. Later, Spencer learns that Chuck is the one taking everybody's remotes, which, by the way, I don't know why they'd be so committed to a remote-related issue. Like, it can't be that dangerous. And him and Spencer end up in a physical altercation once again, as they just have to show us physical comedy with these guys. So crazy. Marta goes full-on crazy, thinking that Carly is trying to hook up with Lubert, which is disgusting and almost, like, borderline illegal. Like, I can't believe how inappropriate that must be. She tries to attack him, but luckily the police show up for the remote situation anyway, and Lubert has no problem volunteering himself to go to federal prison just to get away from this woman, which I was not expecting that turn at all, but it's very interesting. This woman also looks a lot like Miss Benson, which is kind of crazy because Miss Benson is also crazy, so like just thinking that he has a type is hilarious. I do feel like this is kind of a lazy ending to an episode, like he just goes to prison. Like, why is that there? It happened in the last 2 minutes anyway, so Marta just goes off on her own, just is continuously crazy. This episode is just all around, like, it's a good time and it's cohesive, but I don't really know what they're trying to say here. The next episode is I Move Out, Season 2, Episode 28. And this one is about Freddie and his mom, and it gets really dramatic really quickly. I don't know who the writers were toward the end of the season, but they really wanted to take this stuff to the next level. It starts with an iCarly webcast, where Gibby's a lot more involved now. Like, I feel like earlier in Season 2, he's still not a main character, but this is where he becomes a mainstay, especially in this next set of episodes. They have a paparazzi ambush for these fashionable pets they have on iCarly, and it becomes this whole business for them. They start to sell their services and actually get people to let them make up their animals, which they don't have to have a license for that? Okay. The true nature of the episode is when Miss Benson comes in to critique Freddie on not finishing his asparagus, which Sam films live for everybody. That's super, super awkward and embarrassing.
When a big boy eats his vegetables.
Don't sing this song!
So people start making fun of him at school, and he kind of lashes out on Gibby, which is kind of a funny moment because, like, poor Gibby didn't deserve that. Freddie's mom shows up at the school to show everybody baby pictures of him, which I know that's not the reason she came, but that's what ends up happening. And yeah, this is so embarrassing. So Freddie is pushed to the absolute limit.
When you were ready to be born, did I keep you waiting?
Yes. You were pregnant with me for 11 months.
I wanted to make sure you were done.
Meanwhile, their business, Carly, Sam, and Freddie, taking pictures of animals, actually starts getting a lot of traction, and people line up to get their photos. They get the attention of these other pet photographers that take this so seriously and are trying to threaten them to stop their business, which is insane. I don't know why the pet photo industry needs to be this limited. Like, you're in Seattle, Washington. There's definitely a lot of people here that there's enough for both businesses, but whatever. Freddie starts sleeping over Spencer and Carly's house because he's so sick of his mom, and she ends up breaking in just to get earwax out of his ears, which my mom would do that too. I can't believe how related me and Freddie's life is. Ew, Spencer puts his mouth on that thing after it, and that is the disgusting part of this episode that I did not even wish I remembered. But you guys have to remember it because I have to. Carly and Sam return to the iCarly set. Everything is trashed. Turns out these two guys are sending a message, and they actually have cooperation from the police force? Okay. And yeah, this is really scary at this point, especially when legal enforcement gets involved, like when Freddie was being threatened because of his glasses later on. Like it's so interesting. They even have Carl from season 1 when they wrote P on Carl over the highway, which is such a funny gag, and like having him back is just is such a random fan service point that I didn't even know they need to have. I don't know why Freddy's shirt saying poodle juice really takes me out of the episode. He ends up moving out on his own into the basement of the Bushwell Plaza. Oh my gosh. So his mom is definitely not in a good mood about this, and both of them have a heated argument in front of Sam and Carly. Meanwhile, we still have this whole pet photography drama going on, and they end up sneaking into the two guys' pet photography studio.
Stuart and Ollie! What? They're here! They're coming in!
And Sam steals the cat, Harmu, which is insane, so then they start using it as collateral and threatening these guys, which I feel like it's kind of fair because they did it first, but also you can't fight fire with fire. I thought that was supposed to be a lesson we learned growing up. Poor Freddy, not knowing how to go about his life with his mom destroying his boundaries, and this is something I dealt with in the 2000s where it's like parents could just be so overprotective that it just made you so uncomfortable and like made it harder to like survive with your friends. Which is why I like that this is the central plot and not the pet photography. By the end, they manage to keep both businesses and come together when Harmu the cat gets to the side of the building, which is so stressful because I love kitties and like this is really worrisome for me. Spencer ends up getting the cat back, which is great. Love a cat dad out here. And it's all resolving peacefully.
Look, Harmu. My face is all vulnerable.
I don't think Freddy's mom learned a lesson at all, so I don't know why he agreed to move back in with her, but yeah, whatever. It's just positive, and their relationship can be sweet, but you know what? As he gets older, it's more concerning. At least she's, like, normal in this. Like, in the iCarly reboot, guys, she is insane. But you can check out my reboot retrospective also. So yeah, that was I Move Out. If you've seen my retrospectives before when I covered all the specials from iCarly, you'll notice that I put in I Quit iCarly as one of my favorites. Like, this is such a good special and really manages to encapsulate the heart of the show, the comedy of the show, and the writing of the show in a way that just like makes it look really good. It's treated like a very good special, like with its own logo in the beginning, making me actually committed to how good it's about to be. It follows Carly and Sam going through a friend breakup in the most extreme way possible. They bring on this other group of web stars, Dave and Fleck, who do their own comedy bits, and honestly it's exactly like iCarly, and I love that they have this like friendly competition between web shows. Like, it kind of reminds me like how YouTubers are and like collabing together. Like, this is an early collab. Their sketches are honestly just as funny as the Carly and Sam sketches, so I don't know why these guys aren't more famous. They get together and they start bonding, which they have so much in common, but they leave Freddy out a lot, which actually makes me feel bad for him. Then I realize he's in the B plot, so that's okay. Fleck and Dave get into arguments because they're just like Sam and Carly, with Dave being the obnoxious, inconsiderate one, and Fleck being the responsible one. With them getting into an argument, Carly and Sam comfort them, realizing the flaws within their dynamics. Ooh, and yeah, it's really cool because we have both conversations, and seeing them connect on this very issue is super funny. Meanwhile, Spencer gets a boat, and that's his entire B-plot in this episode.
There's nothing like a sunny day on the high seas, captaining a fine nautical boat.
Gibby ends up joining him on the boat, and they just deal with a series of complications where they end up going against a gang of other people while they have to sit in the parking lot. And yeah, you can't park your boat in a parking lot. I can't believe Spencer even tries to do this, and it just kind of stays here. Then we get an iCarly webcast where Carly and Sam realize how frustrated they are with each other, and it's a lot of resentment buildup, which I was not expecting at all. Like, they've never had this many differences outside of their personality, or at least they never talked about it, so this is kind of a shocking situation.
Maybe someone ought to let it go and stick to the script.
Perhaps I would, if only a certain hobo had written a better script. Muhaha.
It's so interesting to see Fleck and Dave as kind of the anti-Sam and anti-Carly, because it definitely allows them to project their insecurities right onto them, and to see them going through all of this is super funny. They inevitably decide to split up, and therefore split up iCarly too. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, at first they try to give it a go, where they're both recording separate webcams on different channels, and Freddy's with Carly, obviously, but it doesn't end up working out due to all these technical difficulties, and they realize realize that their friendship isn't actually worth it, and it's embarrassing because it's live on the web show when they decide to stop, and I feel horrible because you've never seen iCarly have to end this abruptly. And then Spencer and Gibby actually get attacked by an entire baseball team, which I was not expecting at all. I guess it's just a battle of territory, which is so funny. Freddy is trying so hard to be the peacemaker in this whole situation, but I don't know how he's doing it because he's had the same issues with Carly and Sam that they're having with each other, so he should understand out of everybody and kind of like bridge the gap, but he doesn't. So now both web shows are just completely split up due to creative differences, taking things to the next level. Freddy tries to set Sam and Carly up to actually get back together and film a sketch, but things go haywire when they get on this window washer platform that they want to film on. They're assured it's completely safe, which I don't believe, but at least we got a moment with Spencer being an adult actually questioning it. Yeah, that's at least better. So Sam and Carly end up getting both on the scaffold just to prove a point to one another, only furthering the conflict. And then eventually Carly finds herself falling for her life, which has a really funny moment where she's just like, why would I fall?
Carly, don't let go! Why on earth would I let go?
And this scene has so many hilarious jokes just because of how serious the circumstances are. And I just like that the stakes are risen and people are actually trying to do something positive as opposed to just cynical behavior. Sam sucks it up and decides to help Carly, which is actually really sweet. And they finally get out of the situation together, with Dave and Fleck not really helping super much. But they end up getting back together, and so do Sam and Carly, actually resolving their issues, which it's so nice to see that they're putting all this petty drama behind us and decide to work together with something. Fleck and Dave apologize to one another too, and they finally get to do the collab that we've been waiting for this entire 40 minutes, which is a fake trailer for something called The Winds, which I feel like it should definitely reference the scaffolding, because how do we not talk about that? Oh, it's called The Blowing, never mind.
They call it the blowing.
Spencer ends up just getting rid of the boat, and that's how the plot ends, so the fight over territory is pretty quick. And he notices Carly's in danger and actually goes to rescue her, which I definitely have to mention because sometimes his parental focuses can be questionable. It's all around a really good idea to just mirror the main characters' issues with each other, because it makes the whole thing a lot more psychological than it means to be. I especially like when Sam and Carly are talking to Dave and Fleck one-on-one. It makes me feel like they genuinely care about one another and want to help these two also. Seeing them not be friends anymore, but being friends with other people is really heartbreaking to watch, honestly. And yeah, when the whole webcast doesn't work out for them, that's like when you feel the worst about all this. And it actually coincides with the web show, has to do with Freddy being a producer. It feels like something that would never be done in the later seasons, and that's probably why I like it so much. So yeah, that's I Quit iCarly, one of the best two-part episodes seen of this show. Now we have episode 30, I Saved Your Life, and this one is infamous for being Carly and Freddy's get-together episode, and honestly watching it in retrospect makes me feel really bad for Freddy. There's an extended edition version of this that just contains extra moments that I think are unnecessary to even go over, so we're just gonna go over the normal episode. Fun fact, I actually have the junior novel of this episode when I did like a little retrospective on the Hannah Montana books, and it's so interesting to see everything play out exactly the same, but in narrative and only word form. Like, seeing this episode specifically, since it was Carly and Freddy coded, like, I felt like it was really important. And almost dramatic. Like, you don't get the laugh track in your head, so it's more concerning for the two. If anything, you feel bad, because this is kind of backtracking on Freddy and Sam's eventual relationship. Like, clearly the show spent a lot
Remember, is never. Take me through that. Take me through the. Take me through that. Take me through that. Mm. Okay, I figured.
Lot more time developing that after these that
Right.
like this was almost like a concept that they were trying out.
Confetti.
Makes me wonder why they inevitably went with Sam instead of Carly. Like maybe the dynamic just felt weird because this is like almost the testing ground for those complicated topics. The B plot in this episode is super unhelpful to the rest of the show. It's just Sam and Spencer having a paintball contest.
Spencer gonna get got.
Kind of reminds me of the movie they starred in together, Best Layer from Nickelodeon. Yeah, I didn't even watch it, but it is so funny that they had their own spin-off movie and we couldn't just tie it back to iCarly. Like, that could have been really cool. Carly's getting ready for a webcast dressed as a bunny, which she also does in the reboot. I never realized how many times the reboot references this show until now, but it is pretty cool. Within literally 2 minutes, Freddy is injured in the bed. I knew because I went to the bathroom during this part and came back and I thought I missed a whole episode. Yeah, so it all happens off screen. Apparently, Freddy jumps in front of the car to save Carly's life.
You bought a taco?
Huh?
From the truck that hit Freddy?
Well, me starving's not gonna help him.
And she is super grateful, and yeah, it's very sweet because, you know, he finally got to show his love for her. It's been a while since we talked about Freddy's crush on Carly. I feel like it was more prominent in the first season, but it became more of like a friend respect type thing. And of course, Spencer has to play with Freddy's feet. Why does this have to happen on the show every time? Carly tells him how grateful she is that he helped her, and it's honestly really sweet and nice that they connected on this front. Meanwhile, the Sam and Spencer plotline isn't afraid to get super funny. Like, a rabbi comes to school and she's super paranoid it might be Spencer. She just even thinks that Gibby might be Spencer, which I don't know how that would happen.
How my hair looks, Sam? You look good, Gib.
Later, Carly and Freddy actually have a moment together where he falls in the shower and she tries to help him up, and yeah, as romantic as that sounds, that does lead to a kiss in the bedroom, which is inappropriate. If you're under the age of 16 and alone in a bedroom, you'll have a problem, guys. You're not supposed to do that. I can't believe how many times these kids are just left alone. Like, my parents wouldn't let that happen as much as other shows. Freddy's mom walks in as they kiss, and oh my gosh, it's horribly awkward. She causes a huge scene, and yeah, Carly just runs out screaming, which this is actually real teenage life. So the kiss kind of jumpstarts a little bit of a relationship between Carly and Freddy, but they don't actually make it exclusive. They don't say they're dating. They just say that they're in like with each other, I guess. I don't really know. I feel like labels were important at that age, that we would have a problem if nobody established what was going on. Sam has a conversation with Freddy, only making him realize that she doesn't actually like him for who he is, but what he's done. And oh my god, it feels kind of sad, especially considering Sam and Freddy end up together. It almost seems intentional, but I genuinely don't think it is. Spencer ends up in Sam's locker, which is so funny.
Confetti.
Here's Spency!
Later, a box comes to the apartment where he is convinced it's her, but it's not. She just comes in last minute on the top of the door, shooting him and winning the game. Oh my gosh, good for her. They have a lot of interesting cinematography for this paintball off between Sam and Spencer, which is so fun. And I like that they mix it up a lot.
Confetti. Hooray.
Freddy starts getting paranoid about what Sam said earlier, and in the book, this is very prominent. Like, we get to hear more inner thoughts of them because obviously it was written in a novel form. That's kind of cool. He brings this up to Carly, which is super honest of him, and I don't think a teenage boy would do if they actually genuinely had a crush on this girl. Like, I don't know. He's like, let's just hold off and see if you actually like me, which really hurts in retrospect because she never brings this up again. This conversation's never revisited. It seems like it's an open end for a lot of hope, but yeah, until the revival series, this isn't really a thing, so it's kind of trippy to even watch back in time. But they do have a lot of sweet moments together. I feel like I definitely ship them, but I can't tell if I like them better than Sam and Freddy. All around, the only thing that really bothered me about this episode is the promotion surrounding it at the time. Like, I could have sworn this was like a 2-part episode, or at least longer, and I know there's like an extended cut, but it still feels like a plot that should have been put into 2 episodes. Like, if we just had I Quit iCarly, but this is a higher stakes situation. Like, it feels like they crammed this all into a 20-minute episode and didn't even want to. So I'm very confused at why it had to be like that. Very important episode. Episode 31 is I Was a Pageant Girl, which is a Sam-related episode, and I love getting more backstory. We start with iCarly, of course, and it's a little baby Spencer segment, which is so cute. I love that they just put this man's head and give him the body of a baby. I don't know why, that's always like a funny bit to me. They give him different things to get his reaction to it, and it's actually a really cool idea. I think this is one of the better iCarly segments on this show. Like, having him just be a part of it is really good. So in the episode, this girl comes on iCarly just to break a block, and we learn that she's actually a beauty pageant girl, and this is one of her talents. Sam ends up having a huge reaction to this, learning that one of the girls that keeps winning is about to win her 100th beauty pageant in a row, which if you guys know anything about beauty pageants, there's definitely no way of fitting 100 pageants in your lifetime because the training that goes into it and how often you can do it, like, that's just not legal or possible. So I don't even know why this girl has such a high record.
Because there's this girl, Leanne Carter, who's won 99 pageants in a row, and there's no way I'm gonna beat her.
Well, you gotta try!
Sam having this whole backstory actually shocks Freddie and Carly because, I mean, it's Sam. Like, she's always super masculine, and the fact that she has this feminine background probably is a shame for her. So Sam is insistent on taking this girl down by using Carly to be a part of the pageant. So she trains her to be a pageant girl. And I actually really like this because it just has to show that she has skills doing it. Like, it doesn't have to be her performing it necessarily in order to do it. Meanwhile, the B plot is Spencer and Freddie going on a date with this mother and daughter that have red hair. I don't know if that has to do with the plot, but I just can't stop thinking about it. He does not want to go on the date, but he inevitably agrees just because Spencer guilts him into it. And as they're waiting to go out, they get so into this game where you put cards on your head and have to guess what the people are doing. And honestly, this was ahead of its time. I feel like this game actually was invented, but like after iCarly. I can't believe how they predicted this game. So we get into the pageant setting, and this is a really fun change of location for the series. We meet the girl that Sam's fighting against, and of course she's like the really positive one. It just makes me remember that the Carly team is not the heroes of the story ever. Sam learns quickly that she could actually participate in the pageant contest, so Carly doesn't even need to, which if I were Carly, I'd be kind of annoyed at this. So they switch dresses, and Sam decides to be the one to go on stage, which there's no way you could put all this together last minute. Carly watches from the sidelines like a stage mom, and honestly, this is like my favorite way of seeing Carly, just being like obnoxiously positive.
My name is Danica McNulty. I'm from Yakima, and I enjoy reading to special needs kids.
This one's mine.
My name is Samantha Puckett. I'm from Seattle and I love fried chicken!
Sam eats a bunch of chicken behind stage, which is not a very pageant-like behavior, but that just makes it even more interesting. She doesn't have anything prepped for the talent competition, which again, like, there's no way you could put this together so last minute. She's lucky to run into one of her former dance teachers, the guy from the Victorious universe. Oh my gosh, see, this actually could have been an easy bridge to have both shows, but no, he's a separate character, the same way Victoria Justice is a separate character in the I Fight Shelby Marks special, and it's just so annoying because it would have been a little bit easier just to like make these all connect. Like, come on. Spencer and Freddie get super obnoxious and into the game they play to a point where they're actually neglecting their dates and honestly like really disrespectful. I hate that like they get so wrapped up in this game and ignore these women because they don't deserve that at all. Meanwhile, Sam brings out her performance with her dance coach, and she's just lucky she and him remember the whole thing and that they justified it, because it's hard for me to believe. This should have been in the dance marathon special that they were doing on Nickelodeon at the time, because this is really impressive compared to the dance episode. Seeing them tap dance, it's so good. I definitely think that's Sam doing it too. Like, good job, Jeanette McCurdy. This is some skills here. I love tap dancing, so watching this is really fun. The episode ends with Sam winning, but we don't get to see that moment. I hate that they give us the most impactful moments and just skip them to them talking again. Like, why does that have to be the reality? Especially since the I Saved Your Life episode and the pageant episode. Like, what's going on here, guys? All around a really fun episode to get a part of. And I love seeing this side of Sam. It's very positive and shows us that she's not just this crazy lunatic all the time.
What do you say we all work together to end world hunger? For the children!
Next episode is probably by far my favorite iCarly episode in general, and I don't think I realized it until I've rewatched it now. Episode 32 of iCarly Season 2 is called I Enrage Gibby, and Gibby is just such a good character. We're talking about supporting characters getting the spotlight, and this is when they do it really well. It starts with a simple episode of iCarly where they're just doing their normal hijinks, and honestly, I don't get why people would tune into this show and watch Carly and Sam do half the things they do. Like, I could understand understand even like Mr. Beast taking up the internet, but these guys do not have anything interesting to actually bring to the world. Not that I'm saying Mr. Beast does, but it's still at least content. These guys are just like nonsense sometimes. We see that Gibby has a girlfriend, and that's where all the plot coincides, which of course Freddy is super insecure about this, because why in the world would Gibby have such a gorgeous girlfriend when he doesn't? And I'm allowed to say that because I was 15 when this came out, therefore this is referencing a time where I was also 15. So Gibby flaunts his girlfriend around school, and obviously it's very funny to contrast this dopey kid and this really attractive girl, which these standards would not be met today. I feel like we were a lot more looks based in high school and middle school, so it kind of makes you feel bad that they're judging everything based on looks, and yeah, it's not holding up.
What's up, Tasha? Who's thinking about you? That's right. This guy.
Oh, that is so sweet.
We learned that Spencer was declared in the newspaper as dead. Oh my gosh. And yeah, so this is like a horrible miscommunication, and Spencer's like, I'm gonna have to call somebody about this. So later somebody shows up actually offering Carly his condolences and money for Spencer's art, which turns out to be a lot more than he's ever gotten in his life. Oh my gosh, ironic, huh? Later they have a hobo themed party where Gibby's girlfriend actually has an idea to get Gibby a camera for his birthday. So Freddy, of course, is the technical genius and tries to show her which one to get, but obviously they go to the studio and fall on each other. Don't know how that actually ended up happening. And Gibby walks in on it as if it's like a huge cheating scenario. And it is just so funny that she's dating him. I just can't get over that. So yeah, Gibby starts to threaten Freddy all around, even texting him obscure things, which honestly is really funny. And everybody doubts that Freddy is going to be able to beat Gibby, which is so funny. And of course, hurts Freddy's confidence a lot. Spencer shows Sam how the pop rocks pop, so he puts his mouth over her ear. Ew! This is so gross. But he still takes advantage of the fact that people think he's dead and continues to profit off of it, with Sam and Carly eventually being involved in the mix. And honestly, this has to be a law or something. I don't understand.
2 G's.
But I told Clemish I'd probably sell it for around 500.
Well, at least artists get more money for their work after they're dead.
Hello? No, I'm sorry. Spencer is dead.
So Gibby does not let up, even threatening him further. And Spencer can't keep his being alive a secret for much longer, so he decides to come clean when one of his exes show up to the apartment, and he's like, I'm alive, and gives this girl a traumatic heart attack. I can't even believe how off-put I would be if I saw this happening. Like, I don't know how she deals with it, but yeah, not a good idea, Spencer. They decide to have Gibby and Freddy's fight on the webcast, which is even funnier, and Freddy is not excited. It's gonna be humiliating, especially since Gibby is training throughout the whole episode to make this happen. It's just so funny. Of course, every kid likes a good fight, and they have to be all in on this, with Gibby taking on Freddy right as they begin. Luckily, last minute, they're able to find a webcam tape of what actually happened in the room, so Gibby actually can forgive him, and okay, that's actually really good. So the miscommunication ends, and Gibby feels really bad about himself because the truth comes out, and yeah, turns out all of this was for nothing. All those graphics showing Freddy and Gibby's fight are out of the way, and I love the graphics. Yeah, I Enrage Gibby just does such a good job at balancing Spencer's death and Gibby's intimidation tactics, and I just love ramping up for a fight between Freddy and Gibby. Like, it just feels like a huge situation. I don't know why they had to have a hobo party though. Like, what is a theme of being a hobo? Like, I don't know. But yeah, this one was just a lot of fun. This next one I have a pretty big vendetta against. It's called I Spaced Out, episode 33 of iCarly season 2. And if you've heard me talk about it before, it's just the fact that they say they're gonna go up into space this entire time. All the promos and everything have alluded to them going into space, and you know what? It doesn't even happen. Even the DVD cover, guys, has Carly in space. Like, you're telling me this isn't being misled at all? It starts with the web show where they introduce this technology where they could dance next to a giant vertical screen, which is a lot more easy to do in retrospect than before. And this guy just has light up pants. I don't understand the whole gimmick behind this. This rich billionaire ends up breaking onto their webcast feed, which, by the way, I do not like seeing the iCarly graphic in a vertical direction. It does not look natural. Look at that, guys. Like, you're telling me that's real? No. And this guy invites Carly, Freddy, and Sam to be a part of their space program, because apparently he hosts summer space programs where they send people to space to actually vacation there. And he's trying to build awareness and make this commonplace, which actually freaks me out a lot. I can't believe we were even talking about this in the 2000s. Of course, in real life, we actually went to space again recently, and I don't know, the space freaks me out, guys. I don't really want to get into it, but yeah, this entire episode doesn't actually have them going to space, which I'm gonna remind you during it so you're not misled like me. They end up going to this space training facility to go through some psychological training to see if they can handle going to space. And honestly, this part is like the most interesting of the episode, seeing them go through different space things. And I don't know how they created this as a set. Like, that's insane. The B plot is just Spencer going crazy. This little girl starts appearing around the apartment and he just thinks he's imagining things, maybe because Carly's away for an extended amount of time, and it really bothers him. So he's like, what do I do? And I don't know what I would do in this situation either. Freddy, Sam, and Carly end up going into this giant incubator where they'll sleep and actually practice what it would be like to be in a ship together. Of course, so many red flags come up really quickly, with Sam and Freddy getting into an argument, them trying to film iCarly. Like, there's just a lot that goes wrong, and you could tell these kids are not ready for space. Do not send kids up into space. That's just the moral of the story for me.
iCarly is brought to you by...
No, you're squishing my gallbladder!
Astros. Powdered nuts. The best nuts in the galaxy or something.
Spencer ends up getting a therapist to go over why he keeps seeing a little girl, and honestly, like, I feel bad for this guy. He's being gaslit this entire episode. But then again, so is the audience, thinking that Carly, Sam, and Freddy are going to space, when really they're just in this bunker. And then we get introduced to Carly's fear of claustrophobia, where she can't be in an enclosed space, which actually comes up again in the future. I don't know why it took 60 episodes to even get to this point, but okay.
Calm down, take a deep breath, alright?
So yeah, we learned that they can't actually go to space because they are not built to handle it, which is really embarrassing because they announced it on their web show they'd be doing it. So aren't you gonna have to announce later that you're not doing it? I don't know. We just kind of ignore this fact. Carly actually broke the space simulator, which is insane that she's that powerful. I can't believe this even had to happen. I wish this at least was introduced slightly earlier in the episode where we could show that this is relevant. Like, storytelling wise, it just feels a little bit random and out of the blue for her to have that fear. But hey, at least they continue it for the rest of the show, so I guess that's a cover up. Whatever. Not fair, guys. But yeah, were you guys ever upset with the I Space Out special? Because if you were watching Nickelodeon in the 2000s, you definitely thought this was going to happen. And yeah, despite my fear of space, I think this is a really fun episode. In the last couple episodes, we have a pretty good rhythm where we have an episode about one of the main cast and then an episode about the supporting cast. And honestly, this is a little bit of both, where Carly and Sam get involved in another famous figure, the same way they got involved
Ginger Fox is
guy,
lit.
and now they're getting involved with a pop star, which is kind of like a crazy parody of Britney Spears. It's I
Not
Fix a
that
Pop Star
aspect,
Season
though.
2, Episode 34. And this one is just all around really good. This definitely gives me like Victorious vibes. It feels like this would have been a good premise for those two shows coming together, but nope, we got iParty with Victorious instead. So we're not gonna harp on that for too long. They have the Statue of Gibberty to start off, and honestly, this is a really good, sometimes they have some good web show ideas. It's not often, but sometimes they do. They have a bunch of little kids coming to beat him up, and I don't know how they got these child actors to do this. And I'm talking about in the world of iCarly, at least. Like, how did they find kids? Did they know somebody's brother? Like, they don't seem to interact with a lot of younger people. We meet Ginger Fox, which is the celebrity, and she is just going overboard with how much of a diva she is. Almost like making fun of who I think is Britney Spears. Like, who else could they be mocking? Apparently they don't even trust her with scissors, this psychopath. Meanwhile, Spencer's whole plot is he keeps seeing Gibby and Gibby's mom. Yeah, he's dating Gibby's mom.
Gibby? Mom?
Oh my god.
And can't unsee Gibby, and this gets disturbing more and more throughout the episode, eventually even leading to him looking like Carly to her. Oh my gosh, but let's take a break on that for now. Sam and Carly agree to help Ginger Fox to do a live web show. Because of the music video they made for another pop star earlier in the season, they're tasked with creating a new one for Ginger Fox, which is actually pretty interesting. She ends up being way more trouble than she's worth, of course, and causing so many problems on set. And I'm saying, like, not even finishing the choreography, like, she is not worth all the trouble she's causing. Even having armpit hair in some of the shots. Ew, what the heck? You may be thinking that, like, hey, they could just get out of this, it's just a music video, right? But that's when they actually have a newscaster come on and interview Freddie, Sam, and Carly, saying that they're gonna be the ones responsible for her comeback if it works or doesn't. And oh my god, a lot of pressure is placed here and now. So they actually have to get away with this. Spencer and Gibby's mom start getting into arguments about how they can't stop seeing each other as their younger siblings. And Gibby's mom is like, hey, like, if I can get over it, you can. And I don't think that's a good method, okay? Like, Spencer says immediately he's not comfortable with it. I don't think he needs to be talked back into it. They don't even trust Ginger Fox with a baby during the rehearsal, so that's how you know that she's in danger. Freddie, Sam, and Carly try to do their best to make her appear talented. So Freddie has an idea of, like, putting the music on and having her lip sync to it, which has always been a plot before, so I'm interested in how they're gonna implement it into iCarly. Once Ginger Fox takes the stage, we got Carly, Sam, and Freddie in the tech booth trying to make this look super convincing. The producer admits that he's trying to put this in their hands so they could blame them if she doesn't have a good comeback, which is kind of harsh when you think about it. I don't know why you get these underage kids to take the fall for like $1 million issue.
True.
Ginger Fox turns out to be even worse at lip syncing, looking horrible on screen. So it actually does ruin their reputation, and this is where the episode ends. Like, I don't think it's very positive, but at least she ends up getting a comeback and a lot more attention. It's super nostalgic to see them try to, like, put on their own performance when really the main three cast members are the show. Like, it's so funny. Ginger Fox actually had an AI finish her song for her a couple years ago. My girlfriend showed me a fully finished version of this song, which you can apparently find on the internet. You guys should check it out, because it's actually trippy to think that we have the technology to finish projects that were started in the 2000s. Like, this is kind of insane. The next episode we have is I Bloop, and this really doesn't count as an episode, guys. I can't even believe it got a production code number. This should just be special features on a DVD or something. Yeah, I don't know. I've talked about these before. There's the Dr. Phyllis show from Drake and Josh that does clip shows really well, and these are bloopers, so they're definitely a little bit different, and I could just keep or leave the way they went about it, which is being the extra meta jokes. Like, it's Carly playing Miranda Cosgrove, essentially. Like, all the actors are playing themselves, but it's only Spencer and Carly, and we get a little bit of insight into some of the funniest bloopers over time. I just wish they didn't have the narrative part of this, because it feels a little too spoon-fed. Like, at least just make this extra features. Don't call this an episode. Oh well, all around, really interesting time. I'll show you some of my favorite parts in the highlights, which is like Spencer's stunts. Yeah, these are really funny.
Why are you drinking ketchup?
My magic meatball told me to.
I remember this for
I've
some
got a
reason.
wagon full of dog parts and a big bag of dog hair or something.
And then some of Sam's moments, honestly, are really funny too.
I'm Carly. I am not Carly. Open the door.
Yeah. What? Oh no!
Our TV.
But yeah, that's all I really have to say about these. The next episode is where I, as a viewer, started to tell that iCarly was getting a little too hard to be filmed. Yeah, I Won't Cancel the Show is the next episode, and it's actually excluding Sam for the first time. It's insane to think about, but yeah, this is them doing it. So basically, Carly finds out that her dad finally is able to watch the show, so this time they're gonna go live and do it for him. But Sam's not around, so they gotta see if they could still go through with the show successfully without Sam. And you can imagine why she needed a break. Like, this is 36 episodes. I can't believe how long this season's going on. If anything, it's a red flag they kept going within this year. This episode actually reminds me a lot of the iCarly Awards, where there was the web show going on for most of the episode, and then Spencer's B-plot going on downstairs for the rest of the episode. At least this time, he doesn't have to be super hands-on with it. But wait, yeah, Carly's gonna need him for some jokes, so he is hands-on with it. So he's on a date this whole episode, while she's trying to make this web show turn out well. Turns out Sam is in juvie, we find out for the first time, and honestly, it's so funny to think that character-wise she finally got to juvie. Like, it's so funny. Of course, Spencer's a player, so he has to put on this persona of sophisticated, which is the opposite of what Carly wants. Like, she needs a partner that will be on screen with her, because Sam won't be there, and obviously Spencer's one of the well-known characters, so why not have him there? But yeah, this goes against all his plans, which is actually kind of funny, but Spencer's a good brother, so he'll do it. Apparently, Carly's not supposed to reveal her father's whereabouts, but does at the beginning of the show, which is kind of a funny moment. For their first installment, where they spin a wheel, and instead of landing on the gross thing, it lands on diamonds, so they have to fix it. This is starting to remind me of the Amanda show a little bit, the way it's like formatted. It's just so random. Why can't Gibby just be the one to fill in for Sam? Like, I don't know why that's not a talking point. I know Freddie fills in a later episode, which is kind of fun, but this one is interesting. So Spencer successfully, somehow, keeps going up for iCarly and then down for his date, and it feels like the Hannah Montana episode where she was performing on stage at the same time as like coming back down to be on her date, which that was a little more catastrophic, but this one is just funny. So after a bunch of stalling, Gibby gets super tired of brushing his teeth with mustard, which I would too. It's gross, but also funny that like Gibby literally is handling the show all by himself. Like, give this boy some credit. He's doing some miracle work right now.
Ooh, and it's one of those
We have Spencer
toothbrushes.
instead of Sam for the cowgirl who thinks mustache is a squirrel bit, which I never really thought was funny, but okay. And he's the one in it this time. Oh my god, this is starting to feel a lot more like the vibe of the reboot, just because, you know, like, it's only starring Freddie, Spencer, and Carly, so that's like 100% what the vibe is here too. Eventually, Spencer is busted, though it does take like a lot of time, like more time than you would expect. When I saw him come down with the mustache, that's when I would have been suspicious as the girl, but you know, whatever.
What is going on here?
Baby was worried this would happen.
I think Gibby comes down without a shirt on too, which is a dead giveaway. I don't know why we're not talking about that, but yeah. She comes in just in time to see them do Baby Spencer, which is one of my favorite bits on the show, and of course the funniest one for her to walk in on. And Freddie dressed as like this proper schoolboy. I don't know why. Him being in it definitely makes me laugh a lot. And yeah, so they have a huge confrontation live on iCarly, and it doesn't really feel all catastrophic or like something's gonna get ruined because of it. If anything, it's more just like, I can't wait to see her reaction. Given all the fame iCarly has received before, it's kind of confusing that this woman doesn't know what iCarly is. Like, they've talked about it multiple times, and I get it. I feel like writing-wise, they're just like trying to make her so sophisticated she would have never heard of that, but it's not like she never heard of the internet, right? Yeah, the episode doesn't really end on a positive or negative note. It just kind of ends, and that's the beginning of a trend that you'll see for a lot of iCarly as we go on. But yeah, this one all around is a lot of fun. I like that we have a Samless episode and seeing how it works, especially when you have over It's funny because Spencer also knows there's no such thing as Bigfoot, but then he believes in the beef coon. Like, he's convinced that exists, so I guess the Shay brother and sister just believe things. This conversation topic ends up taking over the entire school, which is actually really interesting.
What is taking you so long? Lacing these boots? Next time, could you buy some with zippers?
Okay, maybe this will help you move a little faster. I was just walking down Jock Block. 3 words, okay? Looking good.
So That's So Raven is a super successful Disney Channel sitcom, but it was mainly one of the first, making it the most groundbreaking, because I think it's when they actually decided exactly what they wanted their sitcoms to be. Up until that point, they had, like, the Even Stevens, a bunch of, like, 90s shows, but Disney Channel never really perfected what they wanted to have comedy-wise on their channel. I mean, Teen Nick is already making strides over there with all that. The Amanda Show, like, I feel like they pulled in a lot of the teen audience. But here, Disney Channel's like, how do you have, but you don't realize you have it until you Raven. Apparently, it was supposed to be
You're nasty.
Papers now!
Bro.
July 2026 is rolling in, and there's a whole bunch of wild stuff coming out. The next few months are going to be people rushing to get their games out before Grand Theft Auto 6 absolutely steamrolls everything else, so I hope you're ready for a packed